3. See the lawnmower? See the wheels on the floor, facing the sky? This should be the topic of our little gathering today. If I don't lift this tripod up and fold it into like a fucking spear, like Achilles, throw it across the river. Alright. It's Monday. Hey, Monday. Just another manic Monday, right? Oh, it's actually a beautiful Monday. Weather's not too oppressive, but as I stand here and talk, I'm getting hotter. So I'm doing my beautiful chores out on a nice beautiful day, which I enjoy doing. And I noticed the lawnmower was really hard to push, extra hard to push like there normally is, and I started doing a big patch of this here. It was too much. I'm like, fuck. And I know I had these wheels, new wheels ordered in. The front ones needed to be replaced. I knew that, but just didn't do it yet. So fuck, this is too hard. Started doing it. When we stop, I'm just gonna change them. And then we're gonna work like great again. Except for, I don't know, there's the size of nut that's on there. I can't find any of my sockets or wrenches that'll fit it. And it's a little annoying, especially I tried. I was like, things slipped out of my hand, and the last time I did it real hard, my hand slipped out, and I smashed it kind of. The force kept it going against the sidewalk, and I back fist the sidewalk. It's always a nice little feeling. I didn't yell. I didn't pick up the lawnmower and throw it across the fucking sky like I wanted to. Calmly, I said, this is a signal from the universe telling me this bullshit is breaking the flow right now. Drop it and get on to something better. One of my other million fucking things like chores I've got to do today. But I'm trying, not trying, I have been doing. I'm a little bit of a close, frustrating point right now. Hence the video effort, the talking effort, to stop and cool out. The proverbial, hey, hey man, let's fucking go have a smoke. Cool out. Chill. Also a little bit edgy and pissed off the back. My gums are still fucking healing from my torture-like extractions I had taken out, all of them, without anesthesia. Just the fucking local pain thing is like, no laughing gas, nothing, man. I'm not doing that shit again in the bottom without it. Anyway, so I'm still healing from that. It's still so sore with my gums, I can't put the upper new perfect straight teeth thing in. And that's frustrating me because I wanted it that day. I was still bleeding, had stitches in there. And I'm eating and smoking as much as I can since I walked out of there. So I know that smoking is prolonging healing a little bit. But I was willing, I wasn't going to go through 10 or 14 days less with no smoking, and that helped when for like a couple more days earlier. Anyway, that's basically where I'm at. A lot of focus and energy continues to remain for me now, and it's kind of shifted quite somewhat. is real heavily on the moment. A little of the future and none of the past is possible. And in the moment, day to day, making the best out of that moment and creating from there what I want and making it happen. Nice, kind of cool mental board game, I guess. I'm eating my, no teeth food for temporarily, shit like applesauce and chopped up shit. Wait. It's right there. I put them in every day. It looks like, when they're getting closer. Anyway, have a good weekend, despite me incessantly bitching about my fucking teeth and gums and wanting them to heal. And I heal them pretty quick, just not fast enough for Mr. I'm not Mr. Immediate instant gratification. Nope, never have been. Because instant gratification is not fast enough for me. I have to have it even before that. I still have a handful of fucking bullshit I have to do. To make a phone call to a lawyer, which I don't want to do. I don't want to make them for any reason. But that's another horror show. But for this virtual thing, it's not going to be so bad. I go to the bank. Other things, and then the day was mine. Okay, I really fucked up last week when I took these out. I didn't really plan for the lack of nutrition I was going to be taking in as a result of, having no teeth. I mean, I only had little before, a couple of teeth. It was way more than I fucking thought when I looked at the tray. It was like 9 in there or something. And I didn't take account for it. And then I fucked up on my meds the same, like, exactly the same window amount of days right after it happened. I ran out of one of my normal meds, important super meds, fucking, one I need the most, or else I'm like, and I crashed. Then I crashed from that, and then I got the, I got them filled, and that was even over. Like I thought I had no refills, but I did have it. I just didn't even bother to look on the fucking pill bottle. And I saw it empty, and I said, "Oh, I'm out of refills. I forgot I had refills on it." Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that laugh. It was the day I got out. I was like, fuck, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow, which after the teeth thing turns to 3 or 4 days, and by then I had the shit dip into my system, and my roller coaster began last week. And that hit the same time my lack of nutrition intake hit me post dental torture. Teeth ripping out, no anesthesia, no laughing gas. At some point, I'll wear out like a basic curve because I don't honor, but right now, I haven't been making shit for videos. Largely because of the teeth, especially last week, we're eating them hard to eat. But it's almost behind me. I know they're just about healed. Any day now, they'll be healed up. I'll get them in, and it'll be all back to normal and better. It's been plaguing me for 11 months, all this shit. With the teeth. And then as a result of being physically like hanging on by threads with, the lithium levels all messed up, and not eating right for a couple of days, and a couple other perfect storm factors were in there. Pointless to go into them, but they were there anyway. It all took effect. Wham! Again, I got hit like a bag over the head, punch in the stomach, 2-3 times last week. And I was really like, I couldn't even move for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. I was like there. Yeah, I wasn't sick, like really. It's I'm dying. That's what I was feeling like a little bit. But I knew I'd pull through. I pulled through and back, and I wanted to point out all of that whining story about the silver lining is that the whole time I knew what was going on when I figured out finally. I knew it was a matter of time. I had to hang in there, suffer is my fault, get through it like I always do, and then I have my revenge. I'll have my health back again, and I could ignore these other things that have really that bothered me during the time. It was the little things like the inability to sweep in the house, you know, and vacuum, and especially my room, organizing shit. You know, you don't take care of that shit every day. All of a sudden, it's like, and a couple of days you're just getting like you're like on the Hoarded show. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, laying there, I want to get up and clean it, fix it if I could. So fucking bad. I'm so glad it's through, but the silver lining is I knew that, I had that belief in me, and I always fuel that, you know, you have to, not to, you have to, and get through it, and always know, you know, the best revenge is to always survive yourself, no matter what or why you got the, you know, you got hammered. And it feels good to be out and up and just doing the basics, you know, cutting the grass, the other yard work, maintenance, you know, on personal things, laundry, neatness of your room, attending to the bullshit, the phone calls you don't want to make, and something you do want to make maybe, and all of that. You know, it's a dull milkshake, maybe you can say, but it's possible. How do you eat an elephant? You eat it one bite at a time. And 3, go, off from the hip. Round, in between round 1 and round 2 today. Go. A little obstacle, a little for fun. Notice what do you see in the far corner? See wheels, right? So it may be artistically dramatic for you. And at the same time, perhaps I can vent a little bit of this fucking frustration. And it's testing me, always in tripod, but ooh, it's all out like that. I know it's game on, and then I win. They get their first little cheap shot in, you know. The back, you know, the backstab, the dark forces, the fucking weak ones, defeated ones. And like defeated by this fucking tripod. Damn it! What the fuck is going on? This is the Twilight Zone today. Indeed, the fucking Twilight Zone today. Getting mad. I'm getting fucking mad. Oh, you won't like me when I'm angry. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. It turned into fucking David Banner, into fucking Purple Hulk. I'm not keeping that fucking shit.